So Bafana was able to qualify for the last 16 of the African Cup of Nations Cup last night against Zimbabwe. Just to give my perspective on it, is that there are just a few things that I want to discuss, how I saw them, and perhaps you can also give your views, Oguti, how you guys saw the game as well. So firstly, I was like to congratulate Bafana on qualifying for the last 16, considering that normally Bafana previously we would not qualify for the Afcon. And then when we would qualify for the Afcon is that we would not get out of the group. Most of us can remember what happened in 2006 when we had gone to the Afcon and we had not gotten results. From the last Afcon, though, I've seen that what I've come to pick up, because I also follow a bit of football, is that a lot of football supporters believe now that we are in a position that we are supposed to dominate African football and perhaps take it further than what we had, maybe do better than what we had done in the previous Afcon when we had reached the semi-finals. Last night's game against Zimbabwe, there are just a few things I want to touch on, considering the game itself. So firstly was the centre-back pairing. The centre-back pairing, yaga Mbugazi, Ngezana. I think it's evident for everyone to see that it has affected the national team, whether we like it or not. Because previously we weren't conceding in every match. If you see now it's 3 games in a row, Bafana have conceded. So from where I've sort of been, what I've been able to pick up has been because of a few things. Firstly, I don't think communication, Yamachita, it's the way it's supposed to be. Firstly, it's rare to see Ngezana, let's say Uranon has the ball. For Ngezana to get the ball, and then connect with the midfield. Mostly, if you look what Ranon does for us when we have the ball at the back, is that it would normally give it to Mbogazi. And then Mbogazi, it would be either be the one to look for Utebza. And then when it comes to marking, sharp, that is how we start the play. And then when it comes to marking, I've picked up a few things in that it's like Mbogazi is putting in extra work. I don't know. It does mark, there are times when he wins the ball. But there are too many times when I feel that it's like we are playing with the back three. What I mean by back three is that Mbogazi will be covering a right centre back, because let's say Ngezana is out of position, or he would be assisting the left back, left back, centre back, where it's the space between himself and Umutiba. So what I would like to say is that Ngezana, whoever, I'm not saying Uti kumele kudlale bani, because the guys we have at the Afcon, those are the guys that we have to believe in. Those are the guys that have been selected. But what I would like to see, more connection when the ball is played, ball being played between Ngezana and Mbogazi. And then secondly, Mabemaka. I don't know, man. It's like for those who played football, whether you're centre back, right back, left back, is that you would know is that there was the analogy that I always remember is Uguti. It's like they're not moving together. If the ball is on the left, let's say the ball is on the left-hand side, I do not see Ngezana shifting to cover that side. If the ball is on the right-hand side, it's more that the ball is Mbogazi would cover for Ngezana. So what I want to see that synergy. When the one moves, the other one moves as well. When the one moves, the other one moves as well, so that there is more synergy. And then secondly, what I've also been able to pick up is our midfield pairing, Yaga Tebza, no Sithole. Is that there's no combination chance between these gents. If we look, it's either, from what I've been able to pick up, is that Sithole has been brought in to play the 6 as the destroyer. The old number 6 is what was referred to maybe Bola Lactal. But now what I'm realizing is that Sithole hardly wins the ball because he's hardly in the correct position when we are defending. Speaking now specifically about it defending, it doesn't really make as many interceptions as we would like to think that he's making. And then secondly, when we start Ebola from the back, and if we are trying to play the ball from the back, it's a very rare to see the ball come from Ronwen, Ngezane, to Sithole connecting via Mukwena to Mbule for us to be able to play. That is why we feel that I feel that most of the times these games you are not able to control. It's because there's no combination in the midfield. So I believe that Uti. So what I've been seeing a lot of the times is that Sithole is in the sixth position, right? He'll stand on the right central defensive position with Tebza just a bit further ahead. However, what I've come to realize is that Tebza tends to drop more to come and collect the ball because what, as I've said, is that the ball will go to Mbogazi to Tebza, and then Tebza tries and plays the forward pass. If Sithole does receive the ball, you should check most of the time it's the ball is going to go backwards, either to Muta on the right back, or he would go the ball goes back to the centre back, and then the ball goes the other way back to Ngezane, to Mbogazi, where it will come through to Tebza. So what I would like to see is that more variation, gents. I'm not saying Wuti who should be playing. We've got other players who are there. We just need someone who's able to connect from the defense to the midfield so that we can able to engage the forward players. I feel part of the reason why Umbul is receiving I would say a lot of flack is for that exact same reason, is that the ball is not connecting from the back to the forward. So we tend, if Mkwena is not able to connect the ball, we see Mbokwanzi playing the long ball. And then Umbule, from the games that I've seen, he's been off. Okay, I'll be honest. I've seen Umbule. He's been off because most of the time that he's been receiving the ball, It's been the longer ball. It's either from Otebza playing it from the sixth position, playing the longer ball where to Umbule, who's also trying to join the attackers, but also trying to get the ball from the midfield. So it's creating about a 20-meter gap where that gap is supposed to be decreased if the ball had collected from the central midfield to Tebza to Mbule, so that Mbule is able to just turn and then we are able to engage the front players. So for Mbule, I would just say maybe for him, he also just needs to show maybe a bit more energy. Give us more, because we know that he's the person that in the team who's able to play. We just want to see more energy and him linking more with his midfield, his other two midfielders. And then also when it comes to Hugo Bros, what I realize is that more especially in these games is that yesterday was the third game, where everyone was complaining about the same thing, whereby we are not playing, the midfield is not combining. And I believe it's for the third game in a row where Sithole was removed. So what I'm saying is that if you are removing the same guy for the third time in the tournament, third game running, obviously something is not working. So I'm just asking you, can we get the right person to get the ball from the defense, for the defense to engage the front players? And then just to go on the Zimbabwe side, yesterday I saw Uti Zimbabwe, they were not sitting back. They started with a 3-5-2. I mean, if a team starts with a 3-5-2, it's obvious that they are looking to attack. They were not looking to sit back. They're looking to take the game to South Africa. And because obviously they were the ones who had to win the game. They were the ones who had to make things happen. And then there were good moments in Zimbabwe. Look, I'll say they had a good performance considering that the fact that they breached us 2 times yesterday. They breached us 2 times yesterday. And then in the breaching of, when they breached us yesterday, you will see that they came through the central. And as I've said, that when a team is broken down central, I feel that we should strengthen up. That's why I'm saying that centre-back pairing. Even if you see that goal, we lose the ball the ball was lost in the midfield, and then from the midfield, the midfield was turned, the defense was turned, and that goal came. So what I would like is just make sure that lap midfield bafethu slightly lap midfield. Whether I don't know sidlala uMokoena as a 6th straight or sidlala uMbatha as a 6th straight, but we need to make sure that we can't lose the ball in the middle of the park. And then the positives that I will say for Bafana Bafana is that, look, we were able to bridge Zimbabwe 3 times yesterday. So what I would like to see us play, because what I've seen is that we've got all the attacking players. We've got Abomoremi, we've got our police were able to score. Even Lyle Foster may not be everybody's favorite, but we see that he can score goals given the opportunity. So what I would like us to see is that get the build-up play, and then from the build-up play, we get the ball to the forward players. So that their main job is to make sure that we are able to penetrate as our defenses. And also, there's no need for our long balls. Every time we put the ball on the ground, we've dominated most of the teams in our games. So let's make sure that from the back we play the ball correctly, so that when the ball comes from the defense, the midfield is able to link with the forward players, and then the forward players are able to provide Lyle Foster with opportunities for Lyle Foster to bury the opportunities. So those were my opinions, my take on the game, what I saw last night. I would like to hear your comments in the section. I would like to hear how you saw it. I would like to hear whether you agree with my analysis. I would like to just hear your take on the game, and our take on Zimbabwe, and whether yesterday you believe that the performance you saw, it was convincing enough for Bafana to go all the way. Thank you very much.